What is up, guys? Welcome back here to another Rise of Kingdoms content. My name is T4&T5. Today, we're going to bring you new content. Now, in the previous video, we just did the top 10 strongest kingdoms by power of the top 300 governors. So this time, we're going to talk about top 10 kingdoms in total T4 and T5 kills based on the top 300 governors. Now, I believe these data are coming from the ROK boards. So my name is T4&T5. Consider subscribing to this channel and support this channel. Now, before we get started, I know some of you guys are shy to comment. Don't be shy. I would love to see you guys in the comment section. Now, I want to ask you guys in here a quick question. Out of the top 10 kingdoms that we're going to present today, what do you think is the percentage of those top 10 T4 and T5 kill rankings in comparison to the top 10 strongest kingdoms? Do you think all the top 10 strongest kingdom will be in this list of top 10 T4 and T5 kills? So let's see. Some things might surprise us because I'm already looking at things in here that some of the like rank 8 or 9 or 10, they were like pretty high in here. They're not the strongest kingdom, but they're the strongest fighter. So a lot of kingdoms have a lot of power, but it doesn't mean anything. All right. We'll look at number 10. So number 10 will be 1484. So 1484 kingdom. 1484. So we did see 1484 last time in our previous video. So they are ranking relatively, I would say, pretty, I guess, kind of expected to where they are at this ranking of being in the last place in the top 10. I mean, they're still, very, very strong, but they're just last place in here. So with this kingdom, 1484, these guys are, I guess, majority of them are Koreans. Now, the alliance total power is 13 billion power. Hopefully, I don't mix million and billion this time. I don't know why I do that. 84 OP is 7 billion power. All right. They've got a lot of kills in this kingdom, by the way. Can you guys guess how much? 84 OF, 13 billion power. And then looking into this in here, Home, which is a 11.3 billion power. Looking at someone who has the LT right now, let's take a look into their members. See anybody who's super powerful like this person. Let's see how much KP. Wow, that is insane. Look at the kill points in here. The T4 to T5 ratio, that's a lot. How much deaths? I wonder if there should be a stat to our like most deaths per kingdom. That would have been nice. So this kingdom, 1484, they have accumulated a 1.20 trillion T4 and T5 kills. Absolutely insane. 1.2 trillion. That's a lot. Imagine trillion. That's crazy. They have slain many governors and they have slain many dollars because, the troops here in Rise of Kingdoms is equivalently cost as a dollar anyway. So they did their part here. And let's look into the next kingdom in here. Now, the next kingdom, I was just looking into the chart. They are actually not in the top 10 kingdom in our list based on power. So that is surprising to me. All right, so this is the 2377. Wow. All right, they are ranked number 9. They are, not as strong in terms of top 300 power in comparison to the top 10 that we looked at. So let's see. Who are these guys? Glory of Vietnam. 17 billion power. Wow. All right. They got some nice accolades in here. Winners of Season 1, Season of Conquest Heroic Anthem, Strife of the 8 as well. It seems like they are Season 6 champion last year for the Ark of Osiris. Glory of Vietnam. GV77. Wow, they've probably got some very powerful players in here. Ooh, who is this? Mas Rayo, 20 billion KP. Whew, that is insane. 97 million deads. All right, that is crazy. That's a lot. We got Shark as well. That's an interesting picture. 34 billion KP. And wow, 147 million deads. That is insane. That's crazy. Now, as you guys are watching, you got to understand when we look into these KP as well, most of these are big spenders. You're not going to see a free-to-play in this list, all right? You're not going to see a kingdom that is free-to-play kingdom as well. That's what I'm trying to say, is that all these are spenders in the game. And why am I looking? I thought that was the LT. That's kind of dumb. Anyway, they actually hold the LT in here anyway. So they're powerful. Let's see what other alliances are neighboring. Looks like it's a one alliance kingdom. Wow. Art of War. This is 8 billion power. Not in comparison to what we just saw. So this is a single alliance kingdom then. 2377. Their total points in here for T4 and T5 kills is 1.284 trillion that they have slain T4 and T5. Absolutely insane. The next one that we're going into, we're going up in the amount. We're going up significant in here. The next one, the number 8 in here is 1875. 1875 Kingdom. All right, let's take a look. Now, 1875, we have seen them in the last time. They were in the top 10 on the top 10 power list of the kingdoms. But here, they are ranked higher. So they are ranked number 8 right now. Now, this is the 1875. We looked into this. They are 12.5 billion power. And let's take a look into the neighboring in here. For those who haven't seen the previous video, shame on you. 11.7 billion power, Kamikaze Squad. And then over here, Immortals at 8.5 billion. And then here in the pink will be the R75 with 11.3 billion power. Now, this kingdom, 1875, they have pretty significant amount of T4 and T5 kills in comparison to the rank 9 and rank 10. They've moved up with a good amount of numbers in here. It is now 1.584 trillion T4 and T5 kills. That's a lot. A lot. They have a lot of spenders in here for them to be in the top 10 and also to be in the top 10 in this list of T4 and T5 kills. Now, the next one in here, we're going to rank 7. It will be 1175. This kingdom, 1175, is on our number 7 list. Now, 1175, we did see this one. We saw this in the top 10 kingdoms as well. This is the Mimi Kingdom. So when we look into this, you can see that we have Mimi in here who has, both 1 billion account each. I wonder where she went in here. She's not in the main alliance currently. So this is 5.7 billion power. Let's see. Maybe she moved to Vavi. Vavi is 7.2 billion power. They're not as crazy as what we see in our other checks on the other kingdoms where we would see 17 billion power. More very spread in here. Who is this BBRING? Very powerful. Catchy picture, though. Wow. Ooh, this guy from The Walking Dead. All right. So let's see. Let's see over here. Baby. Maybe she is in Baby. Yep, she is in Baby. Flower of Mimi over here and Perfume of Mimi. The highest power for this account is 1 billion power. One of the biggest spender in ROK. All right, so this is nice to see. Now, the power of this kingdom is insane, and the amount of T4 and T5 kills for this kingdom is currently at 1.607 trillion T4 and T5 kills. That's a lot. Wow. Now, moving into the number 6 in here. I wonder if you guys have any guesses yet on who's going to be the number 1. I do have my guess, and my guess was actually correct. So I don't know if you guys know who's going to be the number 1 in here. But as you guys are watching, don't skip around. All right. Now, we are now in number 6. 1034 is our number 6, which is the famous 1v alliance. All right, these are the Koreans in here. 안녕하세요. All right, kakamot na tayo. All right, so let's see. Wherever you go with all your heart. Diplo and Bear. All right, 1v. So 15.2 billion power alliance. Very strong, very good Ark of Osiris team. I wonder how they are placed though in the Ark of Osiris right now. Let's take a look at to Realm of Horus. JST and 93 are fighting. Anubis 60 GT. Oh, there. That's a landslide there. They are not in the contending then for the League of Ark of Osiris. Then this time they were eliminated. I wasn't following the whole Ark of Osiris, but you can see 1v is here. They have the, I think they had the PLA. These guys, you know, I think they joined them. 15 billion power alliance in here. Indonesian in here. You can see Salamat Datang. What is Datang? Salamat Pagi. That's what I know. All right. So this one is 1034 is 1.833 trillion T4 and T5 kills. Absolutely insane. Now we're moving into a next one in here. It is one of the legendary kingdoms, actually. 1093. One of the legendary kingdoms. One of the old ones in here. I think this is probably one of the few old ones in here. Just like 1034. All right. 1034 is pretty old as well. So 1093. One of the older kingdoms in here. All right, let's see in here. This is the 93 kingdom. I know most of you guys are very familiar on who they are already. The 93P, the Trash Panda, 12.5 billion power. All right, these guys are good people. 93L, the Lazy Lions. All right, and then we got Scuffed Tigers in here. 93T is at 13.7 billion, and these guys are 12.3 billion power. Absolute monsters. You don't want to face these in KVK, but they're not ranked into the top 3. They are in the top 5 though. Top 5. We got to give it to them. Top 5. All right. I don't know how many free-to-plays they have in here as well. I think majority are also spenders, but they're older players, so they have to have some very well-developed free-to-plays in here as well. Or maybe the super free-to-play is what I call them. These players in here, the top 300 governors, have accrued 1.933 trillion T4 and T5 kills. Absolutely insane. It's amazing. Almost 2 trillion here. Moving into number 4. This kingdom is also in our top 10 powerful kingdoms. It will be 1846. All right, 1846. Let's see who are 1846. This is the what I call Mokote Kingdom, the WIB with Laguna. All right, Laguna Blade. If you think about like what is it called, Dota 2. I don't know if anybody played Dota 2. You can see Mokote in here with, you know, most famous powerful player, all right, with a significant amount of KP. I remember when he and I first talked, he was only like 77 million, and then he just boom, bump up so high. So these are the WIB with 12.7 billion power on the alliance, and they have RIS, which is 11 billion power. And they also have, let's see, SIN, 10.2 billion power. These 3 alliances in here, with the combine of all these top 300 governors, they were able to obtain the score of 2 trillion flat, 2.00 trillion on the T4 and T5 kills. We're moving into more juicier stuff in here as we now move into rank 3. All right. Quick guess now. Top 3. Who is it going to be? Who is your top 3? Can you guys guess this? All right. Number 3, which almost correlates to where their power is, which is interesting. 2489 is our number 3 on the list here today. 2489. This is legendary, right? This is very, very powerful kingdom. This is the 89 CG, which, you know, the legendary Fa. As you can see, Fa with the high power and high KP, and of course amazing amount of deaths, 221 million dead troops, and mostly of those are T5. So I don't know if Baba is here. I don't know if he moved or not, but this is where Arvix is. I believe Baba is here somewhere. I don't know if this is the right kingdom. No one's have corrected me yet, so I think he is. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, they got some very, very powerful in here. 14.7 billion power over there, and this 89 CG is 14.5 billion power. That's 2 alliances pretty much governing the kingdom in here. Now, with this, the top 300 governors, they have accumulated at 2.247 trillion T4 and T5 kills. That's a lot. Now, at number 2, getting juicier in here, it will be the Kingdom 1365. Wow. Now, a lot of the kingdoms that we just looked into on the last video into the top 300, they're not showing up into the top kills. So, what are they doing? Are they just conserving the power? What is going on? Now, this is 1365. These guys are legendary also. JST. Wow. So, as you can see, this is the JST. Very, very famous. They're in the Osiris League right now, as I believe, right? JST, when we look into the bets in here, in the Horus, JST going against 93T. Wow. Oh, who am I going to vote? Of course. Sorry, 93. Love you guys, but I got to go vote for JST. Okay. So JST, legendary. They have won, many KVK. They're very well known in the Osiris League as well. They took it on the 21 in here with this alliance. 13.8 billion power. We got BLN. We got JG as well. They're very, very powerful. We saw their KVK before. This is 9 billion power. And then looking into BLN, this is 13.1 billion power. So the top 300 governors, they have accumulated 2.352 trillion T4 and T5 kills. Dude, they have slain entire country. I mean, like, absolutely, like, entire world even. I don't know how many. We only have like 8 billion people in the world. Like, how, like, these guys killed. We resurrected and they killed us even, after that. That's pretty much what they did. Crazy. All right. The number 1 on this list is, I mean, I think it's pretty given. They are the legendary. They're I believe still undefeated. They're the strongest. They're the most well known. And they look like me. I'm just kidding. Anyway, it's the 1960, which is the well-known Chinese alliance in Rise of Kingdoms. The 1960. They also have my former teammates in here. My former Hawks teammates. This 60 GT legendary Chinese players of Rise of Kingdoms. When we talk about whales of the whales, this is the whales of the whales, godfathers of the whales, bank to bank, easy transfer, credit card paid off. So you can see these guys with 16.9 billion power. Wow. I'm not gonna say that these guys in the list that we've talked about, they're not spenders. All of these in our list are spending kingdoms. They have contributed a lot of success to the growth of Rise of Kingdoms through financial support into the game. Now, this one is our friendly Hawks, which our previous team at 9.4 billion power. And then we also have the 60 KA, which is going to be, 5.3 billion power. Now, 1960 with the top 300 governors. Can you guys guess what did they get for their total T4 and T5 kills? Well, let me spoil this to you guys. They got 10 trillion. No, I'm just kidding. They did not get 10 trillion. All right, that would be insane. They're not that legendary for 10 trillion. But they are the number 1. They're the number 1. They're the best of the best. They're the fearless fighter. I think if 60, this 1960, if they go 1 versus 1, toe to toe to any kingdom, 1-on-1 only, 1 versus 1, they will annihilate and eliminate and make those kingdoms just quit. I think 1-on-1. I think they can. Or maybe it would be a difficult trouble also with JST. I think JST, when I saw them fight before, I think that's, there is some times when they were like struggling there. But I think out of the top 10, I would put my money on them if there was a bet that they would win. Because they're dedicated. First of all, they're also financially well off than most of us in here. And they have a lot of those players. So those are the few things to consider in Rise of Kingdoms. Money. At the end of the day, money is involved in the success. It's not just the strategy, but also money. All right? I'm just being honest in here. No hate. I love the game. But I'm just saying, you need to have you can't just have strategy without powerful players, without whales, without spending money into the game. All right. So they have accumulated at 2.681 trillion T4 and T5 kills. Absolutely insane. Now, my question to you guys in here, who would you pick if you have one team to rely on? Let's say there's a whole war in Rise of Kingdoms, but you get to join one team. What team will you join? And, you know, they, of course, they will have to accept you. But what one team would you join to ensure your survival? So what kingdom would you be in as a citizen in Rise of Kingdoms? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Press like and subscribe. I'll see you again next time.